Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now this is going to be probably one of my new favorite Call of Duty games, mainly because it has such a good story arc, it has good characters, the weapons in this game are so fun to use. Overall, I really enjoyed playing this game. I only recently got this, so I'm not fully completed the campaign, but I do know the full story, because I played it at my friend's house over the years since it has been out since 2020. Now, let's get into the video. So my favorite part about this game is probably the campaign. The campaign has a really fun story. So my favorite part about the campaign is probably the bond between Russell Adler and Bell. And when you figure out later on in the game that Bell wasn't always working with Adler, since Bell did work for the antagonist of the game, Perseus. Now, major spoilers again, and since I forgot to mention that earlier, god dang it. Well, we'll get into the video more, but for reference, major spoilers ahead. So the campaign was really fun, and you figure out throughout the campaign that Bell isn't part of Russell Adler's team. Bell is actually a brainwashed CIA operative. Well, not CIA, but used to work for Perseus. So, let's get into that story. One day, Bell was on a mission for Perseus, delivering Arash Kadivar, one of Perseus's workers, to a airport I believe to be in Turkey. I cannot remember fully because I only played that mission maybe once or twice, because it's probably one of my favorite missions. But you basically hunt down Arash Kadivar, and during the mission you find him coming out of a vehicle and then shooting the two men inside the vehicle. So basically you go after him, and then at the end of the mission you kill Arash Kadivar. And then throughout the rest of the campaign, you play as a character called Bell. Bell is a character that really you don't know much about. The only thing that you know is their nickname is Bell, and they used to work for Perseus. And you don't even figure that part out until around the end of the game. During the game, you can choose different paths. You can choose a path in which you can be a good character. You could be a good guy, or you could be a bad guy. There are 3 different endings, but all of which are really difficult to tell. So the first one is the villain ending. The villain ending is where you lie to Russell Adler and the team and tell them where Perseus isn't. And then you radio to Perseus secretly where they are going to ambush. The somewhat bad ending is where you lie to them where Perseus is, but you don't tell Perseus where they are. When they figure out that you lied, Russell Adler shoots you and you die. The canon ending to some people is the good ending. That is where you tell Russell Adler where Perseus is, and then you go and stop him from, destroying the world with Sorry, voiceover effect cut out there, but as I was saying, you end up telling them where Perseus is, and then you stop Perseus from using Operation Greenlight to basically destroy the world. Now, in the end, there is a very tough scene to watch. Basically, Russell Adler and Bell go onto a cliffside and look at the view. Russell Adler talks a bit to Bell and ends up telling Bell it was never personal, and they both pull a gun on each other, and then the screen goes black as they fire. Now, you never really figure out who dies unless you pay attention to the multiplayer, and I actually watched a video from another YouTuber to figure this out, because I didn't understand it at all. But basically, if you go into the multiplayer, one of the operators is Russell Adler, but there's no sign of Belle. So you can somewhat imply there that Russell Adler killed Belle and survived. Now, going into the multiplayer that we are now done with the campaign. The multiplayer is probably one of my favorite parts about this game. I really enjoyed getting to play Nuketown again. I really enjoyed playing with the new guns, and all the operators are really fun. I especially like using Captain Price. Yes, you heard me right. Captain Price from Modern Warfare is now also within this game. I am not 100% sure why. I got kind of confused about that, and I'm still doing a bit of research into that. So if anyone could tell me down in the comments, that would be deeply appreciated, and thank you. But the multiplayer is such a fun thing to do, mainly because, well, it's just like any other multiplayer, except with different guns. My favorite gun class right now is probably using the sniper and pistol that I am currently using in this match here that you are watching on screen. So, basically, there are a ton of really fun guns to use, and there's a lot of fun things to do in it. I haven't played multiplayer much, but it's probably one of my favorite parts about this game. But, of course, it's just like any other campaign. Not campaign, multiplayer. But, in all awareness, it's really fun. Now, let's get into zombies. Zombies, I haven't played much, but I've had so much fun doing it. There will be a video coming out with me playing zombies on it later. I believe possibly later this month or later this year, because I would like to do more videos, and I will be doing other videos on other Call of Duties. But sticking with, well, zombies, we will be going into all the maps that are in Black Ops Cold War. I cannot name all the maps currently at this time since I've only played one, which is Forsaken, but Forsaken is a really fun map to play on. I really enjoy playing all the different types of zombies throughout the games. Zombies has always held a very special place in my heart to the Call of Duty games because they are always having such a fun time playing with, well, other people, playing by yourself, or even just doing a random Easter egg. I've really enjoyed doing all of this, mainly for the fact that it's all just a huge, wide span of different types of zombies. And I get that I've only been talking for a few minutes, but I would really enjoy it if you guys liked, subscribed, and shared this video down below, and have fun enjoying the rest of the video, watching me absolutely getting dogged on by a bunch of other kids in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Enjoy the video.
Proximity mine. Proximity mine removed.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Throwing frag grenade. That's a kill. Enemy destroyed.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Throwing stun.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Neutralize.
Established spy plane on my grid.
Destroyed. Requesting spy plane above.
Spy plane
Check.
Hostile spy plane established overhead. Spy plane flight time 50% online.